Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating it's Thursday, July 2nd, 2015. In the Lynn-Body-Mind we have Asha, Ra, and Pan. In the Jamie Body-Mind we have Fritz, Black Wolf, and Betty Jean. We believe our assignment for the videoed portion of our work today is to go back in time and just be flies on the wall, be quiet observers to meetings that seem to have taken place and that we need to have some understanding of so that we'll be able to understand the instructions that are coming to us from wiser minds above. However, our foundational intention is, of course, to do what is ours to do in all dimensions and all times, right now, to trigger the awakening right now. And with that, it begins. I feel like Asha. I feel like Ra is right here. He's kind of like behind me at my elbow in case I goof.
That's true.
And I see a Pan who's in front of me, and he's
That's
saying,
true.
"This way, walk this way." And
That's true.
Ra says yes. And Ra is also gesturing to everybody else, saying, "Come on, let's go." And Pan is showing kind of like an elevator that goes up, and it looks like very nature realmsy, and probably this is Pan's pillar.
That's true.
Because when I look way up, I see a higher soul of Pan waving.
That's true.
Possibly that same higher soul that we were working with
earlier this
today.
morning. That's true.
It's possible, and so we get on the elevator and push kind of like the top floor.
Yeah, that's true.
Now we're getting off, and he's walking pretty quickly and talking quickly, and it's like debriefing really quickly.
That's true.
Here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And hurry up. It's about to begin.
That's true.
And kind of like run.
Yeah, we're moving very fast.
And we're going backwards in time.
That's true.
And now he's saying, "Shh, quiet, quiet," and we're entering a room, and it's a viewing gallery, and down below we can see the meeting, but we're supposed to be quiet.
That's true.
And we're like walking past lots of people. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. It's like walking into a theater late.
Yeah, that's true.
And there are place cards at our seat,
yeah,
reserved seats. The right seats. Well, let me find my exact right seat. Here it is. Oh dear, I'm a little afraid. Ra says he's got his hand on the microphone.
That's true.
That I don't have to do it.
That's true.
Well, I would rather not. But who is supposed to be
right? That's true.
Okay, well, I sat in the right seat. Where is the microphone? It seems to be in front of me.
In front of you. That's true.
Okay, I can do this.
Okay. Channels up, light the back, true.
Right now, right now.
What now?
Yeah, asked to be shown.
Asked to be shown.
I'm going to look up.
Yesterday in the videoed session we were in an auditorium, and it was full of people. And originally it was very dark, and then we turned on the house lights and someone asked a question, and we were only able to get through one question, or there was only allotted time for one question. And this looks like a similar auditorium, although I don't know if we're sitting in the same place as we were yesterday. We seem to be in the audience, but there is a microphone in front of you, and there's a stage there.
Well, what do I know? Ask the wrong question, get the wrong answer.
That's
Ask
true.
the right question, get the
right
right answer.
That's
Okay,
true.
well, channels up. What is the
right question?
What is the right question? What matters most?
What matters most?
That might be the right question, right?
That might be.
I do have a question. Yes, I do have a question. It's like the speaker just asked, are there any questions? I have a question. What matters most? And now I can see them. It's like
they're going, whoa.
they're a little bit taken
Yeah.
back, as if they hadn't
expected
considered that.
Yeah.
And they're discussing it. Well,
Well, what does matter?
what do you think, Glenn?
Yeah.
What does matter most? Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, Glenn
Glenn
and
and Herb.
Herb.
And I also heard Paul.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It
What
is
does-
interesting.
But bigger, way bigger than the ones we knew.
Yes, higher soul
matters
aspects.
most?
And they're having a little thoughtful discussion. I see them leaning back and folding their hands in their laps and considering it.
They don't seem to be looking up.
No, they're not looking up.
No, that seems to be a problem.
We're supposed to just observe, though.
That's true.
What we're observing is a thoughtful discussion
That's true.
by really
Good
people, really
That is
well-intentioned.
true.
You
It's hard
you can go
to
a
find.
long way and
Right.
not find better people. I don't see how you can find better people than Glenn,
Herb, and
Paul.
No.
Equally good people,
Maybe
perhaps
equally
exist.
good, but better,
But
I don't
people,
know.
I don't think so. So we're finding the best of the best people, and they're considering very thoughtfully
Very
and mindfully
carefully.
the question, what matters most? And they're getting ready to say something that isn't true. I don't
That's
know what it is, but
true.
I know that's not true. I'm sorry, whatever you're going to say, it isn't true.
That's not true.
So, just try again.
Oh, and they're going, wow, I really thought that was true. Okay.
Well, here's the
Yeah.
look. Here's the truth meter. What it says. I'm not making this up. I'm just catching it.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't. The truth meter is going completely away from. It should be pointing up
That's
to
true.
12 o'clock or whatever is at the up
Right,
position.
it's not doing that. This
It isn't pointing up. It's pointing some other direction. So that isn't true.
Well, now it's like they're going back over the other things that they had already said, and
No,
no,
that's
no,
not-
no. Well, okay, what have we not looked at?
Ooh.
And they're like, feels like feeling through a box of what have we not looked at. There's
There we
something.
go.
Okay, they're taking it out, and it's small and it's shiny. And it makes a ting-ting sound when you tap it with a fingernail. Could be part of it.
It could be part of it. It
Yeah.
definitely is something that matters most.
That's
Other
true.
things might
Might
matter
matter
equally. That might be something like one of the attributes. It might be willingness.
Could be willingness.
Well, willingness matters a lot. and
That's true.
I went through this body, mind, and me as Asha, living in this
Yeah.
body, mind, for many years. We thought that was what mattered most, that
That's
being
true.
willing mattered most.
That's true.
We no longer think that. We know it matters an awful lot,
That's
and
true.
that it matters willingness, courage, and integrity
That's true.
matter most unless we have problems with ego, selfishness, and
Selfishness.
suspicion
That's
of
true.
higher dimension instructions,
That's true.
in which case humility, trust in higher dimensions, and selflessness might matter more.
That's true. That's true.
But those are characteristics that we can develop by making proper choices, and we would summarize all of that as attitude.
That's true.
And we now believe somebody down there gave me the
Yeah.
go on hand motion, and they say, well, if that's what you used to believe, what do you currently believe? What we currently believe is that what matters most is our soul plans,
That's true.
and that all of us here in the non-physical have soul plans to trigger the awakening right now, to manifest the divine plan right now,
no matter
what
what
anyone else does or doesn't do. And that nothing matters more than that. They do seem kind of stumped. It's like, well, if that's what matters most, then
What
how
are
do
we
get-
doing?
what are we doing?
Right. If that's what matters most, then what are we doing?
Well, possibly the wrong thing.
That could be.
Because we do all have soul plans, right?
That's true.
And we're beholden, we're accountable for
That's
our
true.
soul plans. What matters more than that? What matters more than doing what we said we would do and doing what we're contracted to do by divine law.
That's true.
These contracts are legally binding and they're enforceable over eons.
That's true.
They are. I think they're packing up their meeting. I don't understand.
Right, I don't feel people around us anymore.
No, what happened?
It's like the audience isn't here anymore.
Everything went away.
Everything went away, that's true. Asking to be shown.
What now?
What now?
How may we be of service right now to trigger the awakening right now? We're in another smaller room.
It's true.
An older room and a sadder room.
It is true, it is sadder.
But it's higher.
It is.
So sometimes in the higher dimensions we have more prescience, more awareness of what's getting ready to happen.
That's true.
And so it's possible that even though this meeting is occurring earlier, because it's higher, there's more awareness of what's coming.
And I could be wrong about this. What it feels kind of like is like a meeting room in an old folks' home. You know those buildings where the awareness of death is pretty high?
Yeah.
Of like, this is where you come to die. None of us, well, some people might be confused, but the majority of people understand, I'm coming here and I'm not coming out. It's that kind of feeling of awareness.
Yeah.
And it may not be of death, I'm not sure, but it's that feeling of we're in a meeting room in an old folks' home.
Sometimes, for some people, when death is near, it's enough to get them to give up the pretense.
Yeah, that's true.
For others it isn't enough, and that's
true.
okay. Others hold on to the pretense till their last breath.
That's true.
But for some, it's enough.
That's true.
To shake loose the death grip, which is funny,
that's true.
on pretense.
That's true.
They're holding up this one, looks like Tinker toy, and they keep saying, this proves that our model is wrong. They're building something with Tinker toys, but there's this one black Tinker toy and it won't fit anywhere, and it proves that the whole model is wrong. And now the question is, are we ready to say, fine, take apart this model, it's not workable. And so many people don't want to do that. They want to continue on because all the other Tinker toys have been used.
Right.
And they want to just shove that one under the rug and ignore the rule book that says in order for this to be a working model, you must use all parts.
That's true.
If all parts don't fit in, then you haven't gotten it right. It's a self-proving model.
That's true.
And that model proves itself to be flawed because this black Tinker toy doesn't fit in anywhere. And they're reshuffling and reshuffling and reshuffling, and the black piece doesn't fit in, and reshuffling, and the black piece doesn't fit in. And then they say, well, maybe things will shift down the road and it'll fit in down the road, conveniently ignoring the fact that the rule book says all pieces have to be in place before you press start.
That's true.
I'm playing a penalty card.
Calling you on it.
Calling you on it. And I felt like I was holding up a card like in soccer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, it's like, that's against the rules. That's against the rules. No, I'm holding a penalty card. That's against the rules. All the pieces have to be in that model. You have to take it apart.
That's true.
Super huge resistance. It looks to me like you spent all the time since this meeting began, which was a really long time ago, pretending that this model is going to shift around so this black Tinker toy can fit in, and ignoring the fact that that's actually against the rules because the rules say all the pieces have to be played from the start.
That's true.
So I'm calling you on it. And live streaming it up.
As close to the center of the bullseye
as we can get now. And these are, again, good-hearted people, super well-intentioned, desperately wanting right things.
That's true.
And they haven't become willing to acknowledge that this is an unworkable plan.
That's true.
You have an unworkable plan.
That's true.
Try again.
Try again.
Try again.
You have all the parts.
Try again. It's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun.
We have everything we need. We have all the parts.
Here. No, we just say try again. That's all we're supposed to say.
Yeah, we're not allowed to put our hands on it.
We're not allowed to do anything.
I know, I tried.
Yep, no. And I was going to show them the films that said, look, this is already played out and I'm not allowed to.
Oh, you're better than I am. I was going to put my hands on the parts.
I was just going to show them the films.
Yes.
Let's go.